There you have it, guys. It was rough, but we got the dash taken apart. Look at that. Looks like a mess, but it actually isn't too bad. I did learn a lot what to do on removing it from my donor car. But you know, I got a lot of stuff to clean up here, and then we gotta hit our parts car and start stripping that one. So let me kind of show you what we got going on in here so far. So first thing we're gonna end up doing is removing the seat, getting it out of here and just leaving it off to the side, of course. And then just start like nitpicking little things around, and then just slowly transferring it over before we get to the dash. And the cluster is actually a different cluster, so I want to make sure everything actually works on there, because I can't use anything from the dash from the original car. So all right, let's go. Let's just you know, watch me, you know.
The coin out of the way.
All right, so we already swapped this door panel out just to check it out, and now we're gonna be stripping out the seat. This is dear old dad over here. So we already took the headliner off, some of the molding strips here. We just started knocking this out, but we're gonna unbolt the seat, get the seat out, the carpet, kind of work on the dash, and then start stripping that stuff. But I wanted to do this, check it out, and it looks pretty good. So, all right, let's get going. Come on, let's go. Come on, union worker, let's go. All right, so we got the seat out. And now we're just picking up all the little screws that we took out, things like that, and figure out what's the next piece to take off. We're still trying to take some of the trim off, get this off here, things like that. So let's go ahead and collect our garbage and see what to do next. All right, so we got the carpet's ready to come out, but we're gonna leave it in to help us work on the dash a little bit better. So we're gonna start taking some of the panels off the dash and see what's holding this in here. But we already have some screws we could see. Underneath it's gonna be a little rough, but we should be able to get it as well. And probably pop off the radio too. It looks like it needs to be popped off, but yeah, we're gonna take each thing off slowly and check it out. But I was surprised to even find a diagnostic port right here, which is I don't know, pretty interesting. I didn't know this year had it, but not so bad. Also, if there's a fuse panel here, maybe when the dash is out, I'll take a look at it, clean it up a little bit better right there. All right, so let's work on the dash. All right, guys, so I took everything out, I vacuumed it. The problem is that, you know, you see those black lines? That's seam sealer, and it seems like the seam sealer was extremely old, of course, and it started breaking apart and coming off. So what I went ahead and did and put new seam sealer everywhere that it chipped off, and it actually looks pretty good. So I put brand new seam sealer on all the seams that needed it, of course. And then I went ahead and I also got sound deadening mats, which I'm gonna put in different spots. I'm gonna put it here, of course, so like you can hear how tinny it sounds. I'm gonna put it over this because a lot of sound does come out of these things here. And that's it, just make it quieter, put a nice little sound system in here as well, maintain the music, just, you know, make it better, right? That's what we all wanna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and start putting these in different areas. Now there's certain rules that people go by putting sound mats in, is either 40 to 50% just needs to be covered to get good quality. And then some people believe 100% of an area should be covered. I'm just gonna cover as much that I feel is necessary, and that's how I'm gonna do it. So that's it, let's get to work. All right, guys, so I took the cover thing off the cluster that goes there by the speedometer, and I painted it white, and I think it would be a nice offset because the car is white, of course. So I took this off, and I'm gonna try and put this back on. So let me go ahead and do it. I don't wanna hold up the camera, but I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Guys, check this out. I put everything back together. That's how it looks. Now, what's gonna make it look better is when everything is on here. I still have another piece to put on here. I gotta work on that, and I should get that going. So let me work on that, and we'll see how this actually looks all together, but it's looking good. I like it. All right, everyone, so I actually went ahead and bought some nice tweeters to go in the front dash. Now, I had to buy these before I installed the dash just because it would be easier to install. If I try to do it while the dash was already installed, then it would be a pain in the butt and a lot harder and possibly damage something in the process. So let me show you how I will be replacing it. So these are the cover that goes up on the dash on top by the windshield. Now, once this is installed, I can't remove it from the top. I have to replace it from underneath because the glass is so close to this, I can't even unscrew it. So basically I removed these two screws, and then the tweeter would fall right in place. I took all my measurements that I needed, and these are perfect replacements. I believe these are 300 watts. Oh, 150, sorry about that. So it's 150 watts, which isn't too bad. And then these were very less. These were 30 watts. So huge upgrade. What we're doing here, and what I also got here, check this out, is some LED bulbs. I bought like a 20 pack of these, and what I'm going with, this is the one out of the white one, and this is one out of the parts car, and this one is a lot better, but it has all these small little bulbs right here. So it has all these bulbs, and I'm replacing all of them with these LED ones. Let me see if I can pop one open. Kind of hard to do this with one hand. Oh man, come on. There we go. I'll see if I could pop one out. There we go. So, as you can see, there's a lot of LEDs, which I might be a little bit afraid of that it might be a little too bright. Well, we'll see after we install it. And what sucks is online, it actually shows that these are supposed to be the same height. And as you can see, they are not. But whatever works, you know. So this goes in. So I took this bulb out to look at it to see what kind to order. And I'll just pop this back in place. And now that's installed. But my concern is now the height a little bit. See that? So we'll figure it out. I'll probably put the cover on, which actually isn't too bad because it is this right here. So this actually sits over it, so I could probably test it right now, which I actually don't think it's that long. Yep, perfect. So it'll fit, no issues there. But this thing here actually sits like this, and this rubber cushioning prevents light from seeping through the other indicator, because this tells you service engine soon, engine, seatbelt, choke, things like that. So I'm actually gonna put new foam on this little piece and reinstall it, because as you can see, it's all messed up because of the age. So I'm gonna swap it out, make it like new again. And once this is all done, then I can start installing the dash. I had to hold off installing the dash, which I believe is over here, because I want to update some parts as I go. So dash is just sitting here. It's not installed yet. Nothing's plugged in. I did go through and check all the wiring first to make sure that everything will fit, and it will fit. The only difference is from the parts car. That car has how can I say, not power mirrors, but not power. It's by like a little joystick, and I only have one joystick to control the passenger mirror. And these mirrors, they're not the same, they're not compatible. These are actually smaller, but I like the look of these more than that kind over there. So that is actually in the dash. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover up the hole with maybe like a switch or something like that. And then, but everything else pretty much matches up. And that's about it. So the tweeters actually fit right in here, like I mentioned earlier. But let's, this is not too bad. I try to move the wires where they need to be, so when I put the dash in, I could just kind of start connecting things here. And that's about it. I even got my cable wiring here for my amp. So what I'm thinking about back here is I'm gonna build probably like a board that flexes, and I'm gonna match up where that that cover sits, because the cover snaps into here, velcros here, and velcros here, and it basically just almost like a blanket, a cover that covers the axis under here. So I actually want to put a panel, and I want to mount my amp on there. I want to put some speakers on there and make it look nice and presentable. And that's it. Let's see, I already put the interior stuff here. Everything's getting all set. These are good. I'll probably do a quick deep wash on the carpet before I install the seat, but we're making progress. So, all right. Well, let me go ahead and install these, and I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. All right, guys, so I put foam on the back of this. I showed you guys before, and it's basically gonna cover the lights. How does this thing even go? It's gonna cover the lights so they don't cross over. Here we go. So you have service engine, choke, things like that. And then this kind of goes in like this, like that. There you go. But it's gonna go on the one that's in the car right now. This is from the parts car. So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna knock that out, and try and put the dash in. So this is the new one, so I'm gonna keep this one. That one was the original one, but this one is a bit nicer, so I'm gonna use this one. So let's go ahead and install it. All right, everybody, so I got the ceiling in. It was kind of rough. If you ever put the ceiling in yourself, you gotta make sure those molding pieces are off. This one is off. Okay, and then that one is off, but leave this one on. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna slide it up and in. This one's gonna grab it. It's absolutely 2 people to install it. Once this grabs here, then you're gonna install this piece here, and that's gonna hold it and maintain it for you. And then you're gonna do the same thing over there, and then you're gonna do the front strip and the back strip, either or, it doesn't matter which one you do first. And then very last, you're gonna do this, and then just connect your cover there. So that's about it. It was pretty hard, but I was able to knock it out, and it does look pretty good. Not bad at all. Matches everything inside. Now next, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be changing these weather stripping around the door. This one's crummy. It got cracks, it's dry. Look at all this stuff. It's horrible. Look at this, look at this. So I'm gonna take it out. I bought a new set right here. I'm gonna open it up and pop it in. All right, guys, so the heater core is bad on this. I actually thought the heater core could be accessed on the inside because that's what majority of vehicles, how you could get to it. But apparently it's right here, as you can see. This here just keeps it stable so it doesn't rattle around while you drive. Once I take this out, this should slide up, and then I could put the new one in. These two here actually goes to the engine. And what it does, it circulates the antifreeze that's heated from the engine through this and then back out, and then this is where you get your heat to be inside the car and keep warm during the winter. So they bypassed it here, which is telling me that most likely this is bad. Not a big deal for me to change it out, just to be safe than sorry, because I do have a parts car and that's where I could get these parts from. Instead of going and buying it, I could just swap them out, and there's no indicator that this one's bad. So I'm gonna take this one, put it in there. But I'm actually gonna go online and just see. If it's under 50 bucks for a brand new one, I'd rather put a brand new one just for it to be brand new, spanking new, instead of just a used one. But other than that, yeah, just take this out and you're good to go. So let me go ahead and swap this out. All right, guys, so this is the old one and this is the new one. You can see, and the new one only cost me $31. It's brand new. Only thing I had to do was put the cushion on. That's about it, but that's easy. It comes with it. Now I gotta install it, so let's go ahead and install it. Hopefully I can remember how to put it all back together. All right, guys, so check this out. I finished the whole interior and it came out fabulous inside the El Camino. Now, I didn't show you guys how I installed the seat. That was the last thing to do. Basically, I just had to put the seat in the car and bolt it down. It was like 6 bolts. So I'm gonna show you how the car looks. It looks great. It's pretty much done. The amp actually came today. So I just need to do the amp. I need to order 2 speakers because let me show you. I got this lower door panel here with 2 speaker moldings on both sides. So I have to paint this all up, get the speakers, mount them in here. I have to cut the inside of the door panel on the inside and then swap out that lower panel by itself. Now, if you guys are not aware, these older cars, these are split. So this top part and the lower part, and they actually come separated. So I already lined it up and it works great. It matches in there. But check this out. So the seat is nice, it's beautiful, it's custom. Check it out. And the back, everything is clean, carpet cleaned, even the whole inside, all the lights work. Let me show you guys remember I changed the LED lights in here, and it's not that bright, even though I put a lot of them in there, but it does look pretty good. That does look great. I love it. And then I also got a Bluetooth radio right here. And let's see, put it on. Oh, if it could go on. There you go. And it's great, kind of matches, blends in with the car. I had the battery disconnected. I just plugged it in to show you guys. But, you know, it's not too bad. I still got to figure out how to work this. But whatever. But I was playing around with it. Does work, not too bad. What else I'm going to do is back here, I'm going to build, where this thing is, I'm going to build a custom panel back here that's probably made out of like thick, whatever, that plastic board thing, not plastic, the wood board that they use for speakers. Hey, sissy, say hi.
Hi.
And I'm going to mount the amp on there because it's pretty heavy. Put a sub in here, and that's pretty much it. And then I have my 2 speakers, and I'm all set. Hey, so how do you like the car?
Good.
Looks good inside, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Can you put your legs down and be a lady? Awesome. Yep. And then the armrests, everything looks great. I even have a center cup holder that goes right in there too, which is right there. But it came out great. I love it. I can't wait to start bringing it to car shows. But other than that, I hope you like what you saw. Make sure you like and subscribe. Leave comments down below. I still have a parts car. If you guys need any parts, go ahead and send me an email. I don't know if I'm going to have it for a long period of time or a short time. This is the parts car right here. All this stuff came out of my original car, but as you can see, the inside is pretty stripped. The engine's a fuel injected engine, but it actually starts up and actually goes in gear and drive. But this tire is bent up, and that's it. And this is the amp I got right here too. Let's see if I can open it up and show you guys. Bam, there it is. So it's not a major name brand, but you know, but like I said, smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Put your bell notifications on. Other than that, peace out, and I appreciate you guys watching.